Hello guys, in today's video we are taking a look at the Nerf Magstrike. So for those of you that haven't heard of this blaster, it was made way back in 2007, so it's been around for nearly 10 years. Now Nerf no longer produces the Magstrike. Hopefully they do think about producing it again. It is a very fun blaster and I'm about to explain why. So this blaster is a fully automatic air-powered Nerf gun. If you saw at the start of the video, we were firing this blaster off in fully automatic and semi-automatic. Now you're probably thinking it looks a bit similar to a paintball gun in the way that it has this stock, which is also actually an air bladder. So paintball guns usually run off a pressurized tank that sits and attaches in on the back here, and then it can also be used as a shoulder stock. Very similar design except with a air bladder, and that's used as a stock. And as you can see, it is very comfortable to shoulder and there is plenty of room in here to fit your hand. Now on the trigger you can see that it's actually designed so you can place 2 fingers on the trigger. Now I believe this is to help when releasing the air pressure, because it just allows you to have a bit more control, and that also helps when you're shooting in semi-automatic. And the only way to control that is by the trigger pull. So there's no switch for semi-automatic and fully automatic. Now the blaster's magazine is featured up here. So here it is. You can refer to this as a clip or a magazine, whichever you prefer. Holds 10 darts. You may also notice it has a clip on the side. Now this is actually designed so you can attach that to your waist. It fits right down into here. To release the magazine you simply pull it out, put it in, you just push it in. There's no release button. Does make a nice clicking noise. There's a little arm in here that pushes up on the notches that allows the magazine to feed through, and the pressurized air is what actually pushes up the magazine and flicks it up. Now, as you can see at the front down this grill here, it shows you that the magazine is in there. You can see it through there, showing up red. It does have a rail here that guides it. There's a rail that guides it down. It slots into place. So to charge the blaster, you simply pump this handle 15 to 20 times. Now I find that 15-16 pumps is enough for this blaster. Some people have said that they have to pump between 20-25. There is a release valve, so if there's too much pressure it just releases extra air. Anyway, so as I was saying, to charge it, pump it. I have to pump it about 15 times. Alright, to fire, just hold down the trigger. And this is intended to be used as a hand grip, so that's what it's intended for. Here we go. There we go, all 10 rounds. Another thing I forgot to mention, there is a tactical rail. But I found that it's not too useful. If you were to put anything on there, you could, but it may be a bit impractical, because when you are firing, the clip proceeds upwards and it would get in your way. These clips will fire any Nerf dart you put into that. You notice I haven't actually removed the pegs in there, so I may remove those pegs. Okay, so we're going to fire it semi-automatic. In controlled burst I can usually get 2 to 3 rounds at a time. It's impossible to fire one off. Or you can, it would take a lot of practice. That was 16, here we go. Now you might be able to hear I had a bit of air left over. Oh wait, got to have a clip in. It does have a safety feature. You can't pull the trigger unless the clip's in. Okay, as you heard there was a bit of air coming out there. So like I said, 15 pumps is all that mine needs. As you can see, this blaster is quite worn. Like I said, it came out in 2007. First came out in the Nerf tag line, and then they made them in the N-Strike series, which is this one. I bought it secondhand from someone on eBay, and I'm actually quite surprised. It works completely fine. So I think it's a very durable blaster. The design is pretty flawless. So guys, we are down in the backyard and we're about to put out the tape measure. Just show you how it's done, guys. Right, here you go. Just like that. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using standard whistler darts. I'm going to give it 16 pumps. Alright guys, here we go. Okay guys, so the majority of the darts fell around the 40-foot mark. As you can see there, big bunch of darts. Yeah, 43, 13 meters, 13 meters 10, 43 feet. That's where the majority of the darts landed. Then a couple landed a little bit further down at 12 meters, which is 40 feet. Alright, so to give a bit of perspective as to what that performs like with standard Nerf guns, I'm going to be using a Nerf strong arm. Look at that, it's sitting on my tripod. It's pretty groovy, eh? That's why I paid 50 bucks for this tripod. Magstrike unfortunately has no bandolier, little clip, so he's sitting down in the grass like a beast. Okay, so here we go. 3 shots with my unmodified Nerf strong arm. Please note this is an Australian Nerf gun, or also just a grey triggered Nerf gun, so it's just a little underpowered than the standard orange triggered Nerf guns. Got one at the 35-foot mark, which is 10 meters, and then we've got one up at about 38 feet, sitting at 11.5 meters, 38 feet. The furthest one went up to 44 feet, 13 meters. Okay guys, now we're just going to do a shooting test with elite darts now. So here we go. Well, they shot a lot further than the whistlers. A few of them hit the shed. Right, let's go check it out. Okay guys, so the lowest dart we got was one that landed at the 13 meter mark, the 44 feet. That was the lowest streamline dart that we had. That's where it landed. Then we've got one here a bit further up at 47 feet. And we've got another 2, 3. They're around the 52 feet mark. Then all the way here up at the shed, we've got some that have landed at the 18 meter mark, 59 feet. They would have hit the shed, which would take it to 60 feet. And one of them shot around the side here. Oh, I'm going to have a look for that. So very, very good performance from the elite darts. Now guys, that is how you do a range test. None of that chronograph shit.
69 giggity, these are all in feet per second.
Just a good old tape measure, strip of lawn, and the camera. So guys, that's my review of the Nerf Magstrike AS10. I'd have to say this is one of Nerf's best blasters. It easily takes the cake. Seriously, fully auto, runs off an air bladder. Oh, it never gets old. It would be great to see Nerf remake these, bring them back on the market. That is a ton of fun. If you have the chance to grab one of these bad boys, go for it. They're very unique, rare. You know, they were made 10 years ago. Nerf, you guys should make some more of these bad boys. These are a lot of fun. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.